Yo, welcome back to the ATP show. And I would like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hope you're with your loved ones, as you can see. Well, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, this is the festive season. I hope you all enjoy, and we're back to...
At least we love our teams.
We love our team, so that love will be enough.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
For the love of football, we are...
Right, true.
Yeah,
Facts.
so
Facts.
we're here to talk about football, and we get on to what has happened so far in the Premier League before the new year. So we'll start with Liverpool, who came off a win, and how they're doing so far, being at the top of the table.
Yeah.
So let's get it.
So far we've been good. We've not been at our best, and a lot of people are forgetting that this season, like I said in previous episodes ago, this season no Liverpool fan was thinking, oh, we are going into this season to win the league.
Yeah.
This was a transitional season. We came in with a new midfield. Our defense, we were not too sure because of what happened last season. Our offense line was a bit shaky, and also with what happened in the summer with Salah leaving, he's not leaving, we didn't know. So we were at least hoping to get into top 4.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the goal. Being on top as we are right now and not even playing our best, it's a great feeling.
And also, we can add the fact that the VAR, or should I say the referee,
the whole PGMOL
have
an
dropped 9
agenda.
points. Have
Bruh.
dropped 9 points. So, if we're using ifs and buts, Liverpool should be at least...
We should be.
Wait, hold on. Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
Wait, I don't want to do.
We don't do ifs and buts here.
Absolute.
We don't only absolute.
Absolute.
No, when it suits you. No, when it suits you. Let's go.
What's so annoying is Liverpool has drawn games that we shouldn't have drawn.
Yeah.
And those 6 games we've drawn, or did
Luton,
United, who else? The Chelsea one, I would say we should have won it.
Yeah.
They will also think they should have won it.
Yeah.
Because fair game.
Yeah.
They felt they should have won it.
Yeah.
We also feel we were terrible on that day, but we felt we could have. Looking at how Chelsea is right now, we should have come away with
hindsight, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
But on that day, no.
I was lucky. Yeah, I would say that. But all in all, we are good. And now 2-0 against Burnley, I feel it was a massive game because we didn't just win the football game, we won against the referee.
So how about the biggest crisis Liverpool fans or people in the media have been saying about your DM position? How do you think Liverpool has fared? Being it that I think you're the team that has conceded the least goals in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Even though you do not have the DM that you so need. How do you think about going into the January transfer?
I still think we still need.
You still need, even with the fact that you've considered the least amount of goals.
Endo has been good. No,
I would say this, not to cut you off. I would say this. You know, in the beginning of the season, we were talking about the jokes of Caicedo and Enzo. You put them together, you get Endo.
Now,
who is laughing now? Because honestly, right, literally, he's okay. Oh, he doesn't have the passing range, but he makes the good decisions. Right. Minus Crystal Palace and maybe one other game, he has held his own like really well. He's impressive. I'm not gonna lie. He's impressive, and I think that has been sneaky.
Yeah.
One of the best transfers.
So far.
Sneaky.
He's not like a marquee signing. But he has held his own. Like he said, and 5 games on the run.
So you want him to be replaced by?
Not replaced because we are going we are in 4 competitions. We're in 4 competitions right now.
Yeah.
We are still in Europa, which we want to win. We are fighting for the Premier League. We are in FA Cup. We are in Carabao Cup. He can't play all these games. He's 30 years old. He needs that rotation. He needs to be rested. And we need another DM. And we need another DM with him, preferably a younger person who will take us to the next level. So I hope we get someone to help him out, not to replace him.
And what do you think about Liverpool?
Liverpool, in totality, I think they've been really good in certain games, like in certain patches. Like, for example, I would call out the Wolves game where they look like they're going to get whooped. And then in second half, they are a comeback team. That's one of their strengths. They could be down. I think they've come back, 8 times or 9 times in a game? 8. So they are a comeback team, which tells you the resilience that they have as a team, which is a club DNA, right? And they're showing that this is not Liverpool of the old. Let's get it straight.
True.
It's not Liverpool of the old, but I think the top teams as well, like the Cities and the Arsenals, are not going to maintain, consistency or winning every game.
Yeah.
I think this is how the Premier League is going to be, whereby you can afford to lose 1 or 2, 3, up to 5 games, I think.
Yeah.
You can afford to lose it because the quality of the oppositions now are really good.
Yeah.
And so Liverpool are doing just enough.
Yeah, that's true.
At the moment. Best defense in the league, 16 goals conceded.
Yeah.
And they are top 3 in goals scored.
Yeah.
And they create the most shots. Like, they have the most shots in the league.
Yeah.
Right? And they have the 3rd best shots on target.
Yeah.
So maybe the discrepancy between creating, like, the volume of shots that they create, let's say Salah, Nunes, are part of the reason why they have a lot of shots, but they not on target. Yeah. But they're doing very well. When you look at the goals across the board, Salah has 12 and 7 assists alone, right? I think 7 assists. And how many penalties has Salah even scored this season? So you can see that, okay, he's getting in on the goals. That's why, like the last show we did, you said we can't count him out, right? Yeah. He would always give you, he will always be like decisive in a way, yeah. So getting 12 and 7, right now the underperforming player at Liverpool right now that is not being spoken about because they're winning, Diaz.
Yeah.
Yes. No,
he has about 3 goals.
People are now speaking. The only reason is people are giving a little bit of leeway is what he's been through.
Yeah.
One, the injury, and 2, as soon as he came back, he had the dad issue. So it's a whole mental thing. So they are expecting more from him, but they are giving a little bit of a little bit of room to impress.
The thing of what I'm seeing Liverpool, they have patches of players who show up in certain run of games, which is a good thing. They'll have Szoboszlai who started the season well with a good run.
He's been run down.
Then he's run down. Then there's now Salah.
For me, the Szoboszlai thing, okay, banter aside, right? Yeah. Okay, obviously it's the banter, we say da. But I really think he's a really good player.
Yeah.
And the reason why his offensive game is a bit less, you see, players play in certain systems, and Szoboszlai is having to complement a Trent. In the sense of working hard to cover spaces for Trent, which naturally your energy goes down when attacking requires energy, dribbling requires energy. Yes. So he's a very good buyer. Anybody who says otherwise, just because he only has 2 goals and 2 assists, is not.
This season, Trent will really be key for.
He's their best player.
Key for their Liverpool run. He's really
not just Trent. I need to give a shout out to Diogo Jota.
Okay.
Yo, what a finish.
Okay.
No, before Jota, I think
he has 5 goals as well. Jota has 5 goals, same as Darwin Nunes.
Yes. Before Jota, I would also put your Gomez.
No, Gomez, of course. Gomez.
I don't think he has been consistent.
Strong shout.
No.
Strong shout.
And
no.
he's not been consistent.
No, I think
he's been a good
he
player.
has been consistent. No, he has been consistent.
I mean, like in
he was
Liverpool.
He was
in his Liverpool career. He's not.
Nah, the injuries. He was a high, in my opinion, high potential player, but then
Van Dijk were the 2 pair. Then he got hurt for that. I think the Bournemouth game. And since then he went on downward trajectory. And then now he's back this season. Man, what a player!
No, he's good.
As a right back, left back, as a CB.
I think in your team, he has not even started a lot of games, but he has made the most tackles.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
So no,
and he hasn't even played his favorite position all around. He sometimes played at the right back, and now he's being played at the left back.
Yeah.
And by the way, shout out to I had been calling him out for a long time.
Yeah.
For the last 2 years, Virgil.
This season,
he's a captain of the best defense in the league, and it's not by mistake. Well, the best defense in the league also has to be attributed a lot to Alisson, because they do give away.
He's won.
They do give away a lot of chances. Liverpool, they do
some points. But well, that's what we have on Liverpool. Next, we have Arsenal, who are now second after losing to West Ham in a shock defeat. But it was a tight game. West Ham always pack a punch. So what do you think about Arsenal?
I feel like a lot of Arsenal fans who feel butthurt.
They packed a punch after Boxing Day, right?
I feel like Arsenal fans will be felt that they've been done for by VAR again without
The ball being going outside,
I understand.
Similar to the Newcastle.
Exactly. If I were an Arsenal fan, I would feel the same because one, I would feel the ball went out, but just that we don't have a conclusive angle to actually say that. As a Liverpool fan, I'm happy.
They lost 2-0. For me, that's the angle I'm coming from.
Which could have been 3.
Which should have been 3 from the penalty. So
one goal
changes games.
Yes.
So I agree on that aspect.
But then they also, which I've always been saying about Gabriel Jesus. He's not the answer to.
He says his best attribute is in scoring goals. He said himself.
But
so
he's
what
a
do you
9. When you
expect?
put as a 9, and he's missed so many chances for Arsenal, and I think he does not complement Martinelli and Saka. You know the way we thought Firmino was doing for Mane and Salah. Yes, Firmino is not an out-and-out goal scorer, but then he complements it by making it easy for Mane and Salah to get in behind. And I feel Saka has been dragging this team with his ability. I think Martinelli has actually cooled down. Yes, he's a threat, but offensively, he's not really giving it with the goals and the assists. Like, he's not offensively giving it. Because Saka, when he's not giving the goals, he finds a way to whip in the ball in the box. He's one of the best crossers in the Premier League. And somebody from the far post who head the ball, do something like Saka, either way, if you mark him out of the game, he'll find a way to produce.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I think that has let Arsenal down from maybe running away with some points.
Yeah.
Their team has been good defensively. Midfield has been good. I think it's the forward line. They are dragging out games too long, and then I think they really need to go in for a number 9 come January. But yeah.
So I have something interesting. Before I would always say Arsenal, they will never score enough to win the league, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just because of how they play. They've changed a couple of things. Now I see Odegaard given more license to do more. So he's a better player now. They give him, because now when Declan Rice is the deep guy, they allow Odegaard to come and touch the ball more deeper, right? Allowing either Havertz or Trossard to be more closer to the attack, right? But the boys are coming with an area code: 2-3-5. 2 Martinelli goals. 3 Jesus. 5 Saka. They're playing with an area code I don't understand. After 19 games,
it's been poor.
Their top scorer in Arsenal is Eddie Nketiah.
Yeah,
with 5 goals, and he's a bench player. He only he has only started 9 games. So I agree. If Gabriel Jesus was on a Klopp Liverpool side, because the wingers are elite and they score a lot of goals, he fits.
Yeah.
But Arsenal, the way Odegaard is now allowed to touch the ball a lot, they create enough chances. Yeah. So now they need the person to put it away.
Yeah.
Firmino was a chance creator even when he wasn't scoring goals. So you see the sense. Yeah. But now Jesus helps them to calm the game down. A big player you can pass the ball to that won't lose the ball. So it helps their momentum in games.
In the build-up.
But the game is about goals. You have to score the goals. He has only 3 goals so far, I think. Like yesterday, Odegaard put in a fantastic cross. And I'm just looking at it and saying, Ivan Toney scores that for breakfast.
Yeah.
Literally. And Ivan Toney last year was the 3rd highest goal scorer, scored more goals than Salah. Yeah. Imagine you put that guy in this team.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't happen. As a Chelsea fan, I really hope it doesn't happen. But these boys have to score more. They really do have to score more. They have to score more. Even Saka. Saka has
to score more.
5 goals, but 2 of them from penalties.
What I think about Saka is this. Because he's the most dangerous offensive side or offensive player in the attacking for Arsenal.
Yeah.
So usually he gets double teamed. And then
but he got enough chances. Because for example, look at yesterday.
He gets chances.
That's the difference for me. That's the difference. I know I put him on top of Salah, right? But again, when the moment calls, he has to deliver.
So I agree. Yes, he missed chances. But what I've seen in most games, he gets double teamed. And because teams know, they know that because Gabriel
gets double teamed.
Yes, but because
even Martinelli gets double teamed on the wing.
I don't think it's as much as Saka.
No, I understand, but the fact that you get double teamed and you have the chance, the ball in the opponent's box, you have that opportunity.
Yeah.
That's one time. score.
Ronaldo, I'm not trying to shout out players, but Ronaldo used to get double team. Gareth Bale used to get double team. Eden Hazard used to get double
team. Messi used to get a team, not even double
He
team.
has to be better as a player to carry them to the trophy. What he's doing right now is good enough for top 4.
Yeah.
What he's doing right now is not good enough for winning a title after 19 games. And he has started 18 games. He only rested 1. To have 3 goals and 2 off of penalties, and one of the penalties, Odegaard actually dashed him.
Yeah.
Because Odegaard is the penalty taker. So he has to be better. Their forward line has to be better.
Well, that's it for Arsenal. We go to the guys that want to do it 4 times in a row. Man City. I feel they are now picking up their engine is now running.
Starting to cook.
They're starting to cook, and
they were never out of the running.
Yeah, because you guys
you hear how he sounds now, yeah? You hear how he sounds? He sounds very depressed. He knows what's coming.
Wait. The last time the 4 of us, it was me, Wise, Tony, and you hosted.
Yeah.
And Wise was like, he is the favorite. Arsenal is the favorite.
Yes.
I said City are the favorites.
Yeah,
but will always be.
City may be the favorite, but
if KDB doesn't come back, then we have a bigger chance.
But you had a 6 points possibility to.
They have 1 game in hand.
Either way, no.
And you have the trump card. What the if?
If you beat
what's the
Arsenal, you would have been 6 points. So you're not using your chances.
No, but he's right though.
You're not using.
That's what I said. Like the games we drew might come back to haunt us.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
City, no matter what, regardless, will always be in the title run.
Yeah.
Even if you are 7 points ahead of City, never count them out.
Don't try to traumatize Arsenal fans. This is Christmas.
I've been there.
New Year.
Arsenal fans have been there. We've been there. You can never run.
So the midfield has just been lacking, and I think that's down to Pep Guardiola. I don't know why he did not trust Phillips. Maybe he's not that good of a player. We'll have
Calvin Phillips is not that.
Okay,
he was good at Leeds.
Yeah.
In England, he
not playing
games.
Right.
In England, he played quite alright. To say he's not that good is a stretch because Man City
for a City level.
For a City level, he might not be a starter, but playing him makes your midfield better when you play Lewis.
Well, Pep says that he has an idea of how
actually in the middle, I would rate Rico Lewis
over Phillips.
Yeah, I would, because Phillips for me at Man City, I think most of the time he's a lot negative. When you watch the game when he's playing, a lot of the City players kind of like they are. When you pass somebody ball and the next pass that they make is kind of negative, and you're like, that's what they do to him because he doesn't look forward enough.
He's not adventurous.
Yeah, so I don't think Pep, caters to such players.
He doesn't have time for that.
No, he doesn't. Nah. So he'd rather play Akanji instead.
Who looks forward?
Yeah, but City.
But Phillips might leave though to Newcastle.
Yeah, but
Newcastle
or Newcastle.
Yeah, but Newcastle are saying they're confident.
That's a good buy.
But yes,
Newcastle City. Haaland will be coming back, and now he's coming back with his favorite player, KDB, to feed him more goals. So
his favorite chef.
KDB has served the ball, the food.
KDB has played 23 minutes in the whole Premier League.
Yeah.
Last year he had 18 assists. There is, I hate to say it, but Mike's name in the group.
Yeah.
Inevitable. It just looks like it, unless KDB has dropped off.
Oh, the injury is happening.
Yes.
He comes back again.
Even if I'm saying, even with the Grealish has really picked up.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Because of the competition.
I really don't think so.
It's on and off.
This is one of Grealish has 3 goals in the league, and these 3 goals came 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
One goal. And he's returned back and passed the ball back. Doku has been better than Grealish in the season in totality. No, he's not playing well. It's just with Man City has never relied on wingers to get their goals.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
Yeah.
So when Haaland comes, Haaland has 14. He's underperforming, right? I put quote unquote because he's only played 15 games. He has scored 14 goals.
And he's underperforming.
He's underperforming, right?
By his standards.
By his yes, he's lofty, goal merchant, kick the ball in the box standards. I don't rate him like that. But by his standards, he's underperforming, right? Now you come with KDB. The only question I have for Man City going forward, when KDB comes, who goes to the bench? Foden has 5 goals. He's doing well.
Alvarez.
Silva is a starter.
Of course.
Alvarez has 6 goals. So who goes down? And he's not going to play on the left. The left is between Doku and Grealish. So who goes to the bench? Alvarez or Foden? Who would you choose to go to the bench?
Well, from the beginning of the season, Foden was the one on the bench, and Alvarez was the one playing
I'll pick Foden right now.
At the top.
I would also take Foden and bench Alvarez.
Yeah.
Because the way Foden is my God.
He's
playing in that midfield. The last
game,
game, who did they play? Everton.
Everton. That goal, man.
Minus the goal. Like, forget the goal.
Man, I love the goal. The technique.
Because Everton, they are very physical. The way the boy was driving the ball. You know, I've been calling him out with the Cole Palmer thing, right? I said 2 years. But well, he's making me look like I should make it. The boy is looking on form. His touches in tight spaces and
he's stronger now. On
evasion,
he's stronger now.
Driving, carrying. No. But the only problem I have, though, the only downside I have with City is this. First of all, City are not back. Last 5 games, I think they only have like 1 or 2 wins.
Yeah, I think
that's
2.
Yeah, and also they concede.
Now they
concede a lot of goals. Chelsea 4. In Champions League, I think to Leipzig 2.
Yeah.
Like they concede goals in bunches.
Yeah.
And Pep complained about that earlier. I don't know where or if it will stop, because the problem is they use Rodri too offensive these days, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So there's no balance
between the defense and the.
Yes. Yeah. So for me, it would have made so much sense if Man City go in and splash the cash and get Paulinho.
It would make sense for them. That's true, though.
Yeah, that would make sense for them.
But I hope they don't.
Instead of playing the Akanji and these boys in that middle, just get a bona fide tackler.
Let Rodri go for it.
Rodri, Silva, let them do their thing, and then Bernardo, Kevin De Bruyne and Foden and Alvarez and
let them cook up.
Let them cook.
Yeah. That's for City. Now we have the Garnacho, Manchester United. Garnacho,
boys eating good.
The boy is trying to drag United back into the top 4 race, which is visible, being that United have been so-called having a bad season. Ten Hag is not playing good football, but look at him. He's in the top 4 race. Okay,
Garnacho has been really impressive.
He's improving.
But he makes easy chances more difficult than it should be.
He's young, though.
Yes.
19.
He is young. And I feel like there's so much he could be doing better. Like some of the chances
at 19?
he misses. Wait. Some of the chances he misses, too easy.
Yeah.
And he scores really good goals. So I expect more from those chances. That's why I want him to play better or anything. Some of the chances he misses, I feel like, come on, man. Yes, I want you guys to lose, but come on, you should be winning that. And kudos to them for beating Aston Villa. 2 goals down. And for that win, I'll give like props to the fans, because the fans were behind.
I also give it Ten Hag. You also give props to Ten Hag.
True.
He brought in a different. It was the same squad, but he brought in a different team in the second half.
Again, I keep crediting Mainu with how he plays, not for the win, but just the boy brings pure raw passion and calmness. How he does that at 19, I don't know. But straight up gets into every single tackle, and on the ball, you see them as 5-yard passes, but it's not. He thinks about it. Sometimes maybe I see him a bit slow. Maybe he's too, but he is really good, a really good addition to them. The only problem they have, Rashford has 2 goals so far. And Garnacho has 3, I think, or 4?
3 or 4.
Somewhere around there. Let's not talk about Sancho. Let's not talk about Anthony. Maybe they found something here where they could put Rashford on the left, Garnacho on the right. That's something. Ireland has 1 goal.
The build-up was really good.
No, the build-up is really, which I give Garnacho he's got a really high IQ.
I don't know if they're trying to count down or something. 3, 2, 1. But
Garnacho's got a really high IQ. That's what you call a player. Like,
he's good.
He understands the positioning of the winger 10, where he's supposed to be, when to be in the half spaces.
True.
The boy he's really good, and it's a passion.
Hopefully he's not the next Adnan.
We hope.
Adnan Januzaj.
We hope. and yeah, the boy is really talented, and he's got passion. That's what. And for United, for a team that hasn't scored plenty goals to still be in this top 4 race, playing a bad season, actually it's credit to them.
Let me drop one thing, and sorry to cut you off. Do you know that Manchester United? Okay, I'm not in any position, by the way, to be making fun of anybody, but Manchester United have scored the same number of goals as Luton.
Exactly. That's why I'm giving them credit. It's actually credit to be in a top 4 race when you've scored less goals.
How's that credit?
You have less goals and you're in a top 4 race. It shows.
I see what you're trying to say.
You're not playing good.
You see, whenever you say the math is not mathing, this is it.
The math is not mathing.
Their defense is not good.
Yes.
And they're not scoring, but somehow they are 6th.
Yes.
What is happening?
No, it's because I think they win games
1-0. They grind out games.
They grind out those wins.
They grind out wins.
And
Onana should have one of the most clean sheets in the Premier League. And
but they face a lot they face a lot of shots. The defense is not
that good. Yes.
Good enough.
Tight.
Yes, the defense is not
the
good.
The DM is not really. There's no certified minor. Even Maino is too young to be that anchor.
Yeah. This is why I'm saying it's United. If you're looking at them from the way they are scoring goals, you say this team should be 15. But now they're only 6 points
from the top 4.
For
me, I don't think it's more of like a top 4 race. I think it's a mid-table shuffle, because after one game they are like 7th or 6th. The next game they are 8th. Then they are 7th. And they are 9th.
I get what you mean. Everybody's close. Everybody's around each other.
After the 7th to 11th, they keep rotating.
Yeah.
They are not really entering the top 4 yet. I understand they are close to the points.
They're 6 points off.
But then they will lose a game. They will drop. Brighton will be top. Then they will win. They will come up. And then Chelsea does the same thing.
No, we don't.
Chelsea is like 11 to 10.
No. Sorry.
Wait.
10 to 12. Let's be accurate.
The funny thing is, after their win, I was like, well, Chelsea might be like 8th or something. I go to the table like, they're 10th.
Not 10th.
Like, wait.
We're actually like 5 points off 9th.
Yes. Even if they win again, they're still in the same position.
Like, every single time we are in a position to win, to get above somebody, we always lose.
Yeah.
But when winning
doesn't matter,
we win.
That's why I'm giving credit to the team, because even as bad as they are still in reach of a top 4. Let's say it's not possible because of the way they will drop points, but they're still in reach of the top 4 because
mathematically,
a 3-game run puts them in a top 4.
And they're looking to bring in, a very dynamic player in Timo Werner.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Why are you guys not laughing? It's supposed to be a joke.
I know. I wanted to laugh, but before Timo went to Chelsea.
Come on, stop it.
Before Timo went to Chelsea, I was a Timo fan.
I was a fan. He was world class.
He went to Chelsea because
he was a world class player.
He's that good. I was happy he flopped.
He was a world class player. He was the only player that
You started
he was scoring more goals than
again
Haaland.
with your world class.
He was scoring more goals than Haaland.
World class, but he was very good and had the potential.
He was the only player that was chasing down.
Dropping that world class title on everybody.
Actually today I actually have a question for him when it comes to Mr. Dominic Solanke. Is he world class?
3 goals to go. 3 more goals to go, and he is.
Wait, so if you
he's on 12.
15
is world class.
15 is world class goals.
So Mr. Dominic Solanke is a world class striker.
Yeah, that means
soon because he is going to hit it.
That means Jackson is 8
goals
away from world class.
Eight goals, only 8 goals.
Jackson reaches 15 goals. That's an impressive.
But he's world class.
World class are impressive players. Not so.
World class is not how do you call it?
It's a class.
moment.
That's why it's a class. Can you?
It's not a moment. It's not a moment. It's something you attain, like you earn over a long period of time. It's not a moment.
And when you're in class, right, you can get kicked out of class. You can have a good spell in class and get kicked out. That's how
in football,
in class, even when you fail, you still have a whole year in that class. It's not like every day.
But class is permanent. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Dominic, not even in his wildest dreams,
he wouldn't call himself a world.
Would call himself world class,
and
very,
he
very
is
good.
He's
He is
having a
going to
world
get
season.
at least 17 goals this Premier League season.
Yo. Say that again.
He's having a world class season.
That I will agree with.
I don't even agree.
No, that I will agree with. He's having a world class season doesn't make him world class. He's doing what world class players do.
For that season,
But can he keep it on? Like, can he maintain it for a period of time? That is a problem.
By the way, another question: is Dominic Solanke better than Oli Watkins?
Better
Nice
is contextual. Because Oli Watkins has the assist.
Yes
and the
or
goals.
no?
When
You
it
want to
comes-
explain.
When it comes to scoring goals,
Yes
this season,
or no?
yes. When it comes to scoring
No,
goals,
don't-
but
no.
as a player, no. As a
As a-
player, no. Because Watkins brings more to the
You
table
already
than
said
just scoring
Oli
goals.
Watkins was world class, right?
Yeah.
As of last year,
As
yes,
of
he's
last
world
year.
class.
So
Yeah,
so
yes. This
now-
season, yes. Right now, yes, because he's added goals and assists to his games. He's already
is
added goals.
Dominic Solanke
He is
better than Oli Watkins?
No, as a player, no.
Why?
But he
Because
has
he's
more
not.
goals.
adding
He has more
assists.
goals.
He has not added
He's the only
assists.
one. He's the intruder. He's trying to chase.
He's
We
not-
are used to Son and Salah doing that, but
He's
he's
not adding assists to his game. Watkins has assists. He should be the second because there are a lot of players on number 7. He should be the second with the assists in the Premier
Nah,
League.
bro.
Yeah, Oli Watkins should have 5 or 6 assists
No,
plus
continue,
9
Dominic.
goals. So he's the better player. If you say goal scorer, I'll say okay, yeah, Dominic.
well, they are
Solanke.
9s.
Huh?
I need my 9 to score.
Yeah.
I don't really
I don't really
care
Also
much
need
about
a
my
nice-
assists.
You also
Not
need
too
a nice
much,
to
and
create.
you
No,
know,
because
of
most
goals
of these
from
assists are like sideway passes, 5-yard
Exactly.
pass. Like maybe you're driving and then you just pass it. It's not a.
He's creating.
He's not
Watkins
creative.
is creating.
He's creating, but he's not creative.
Uber is creating.
Yeah, but yeah.
So
okay.
for now, Watkins is the better player. Dominic Solanke is actually having a fantastic season. He's picked up. This is the player that we thought.
Our
Dominic
new
Solanke-
world-class striker,
This is the player that we
Dominic
Thought,
Solanke,
this is the player that we thought Dominic Solanke would have
According
been.
to Noma.
according to
Yeah.
Norma.
So now we go to our favorite $1 billion team in 10th, Chelsea.
I almost dropped my mic when you started.
So yeah,
but a good win. A good win.
a good win against Crystal Palace.
A very difficult team to play.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
difficult.
So kudos to them. And my
Can I get a whole episode for this?
And I'll try to be brief. Try to be brief.
No.
Okay.
What the question I want to ask is why did Madueke take the penalty? In your opinion, why wasn't a penalty given to other penalty takers?
Like Gallagher.
Yeah.
I think
He needs
ju-
confidence.
I think he just felt it at that moment when I was watching.
Yeah.
I said to myself, Gallagher, because the way he scored against Newcastle,
Yeah.
the penalty, that was the best penalty we had among a lot of top penalties that day. So it made sense that the captain, he get the ball. But Noni, I think, went to him and told him, I can take it.
Yeah.
I made it, so let me take it. I don't believe in that.
He needs some stat padding, some stat padding.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
some
yeah.
cheap stats pad. So for me, I'm not with it. Good that he scored.
Yeah.
But I'm not with it. I think Gallagher should have been the one that kicked it. But we are 10th. We don't statistically minus goals. We don't deserve to be 10th, in my opinion. Almost everybody we played against, we've dominated. But there are a couple of things that I think Pochettino is taking too long to learn. Like, we play too many, because when it comes to possession, like, we're a good possession team. We average 60% possession in games, right? We dominate most teams. We create chances. We've missed the most big chances by far.
You have misjudged. Yeah.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But in my opinion, it's just there are a couple of things that Pochettino needs to figure out. Like, we're terrible at set pieces.
Yeah.
We're terrible at when we have possession, the transition, that when the other team gets the ball and how easy they can go from not having the ball. Like Crystal Palace, for example, can be dominated for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And they get the ball once, it looks like it's gonna go in. So for me, Pochettino is really underperforming. Like, we shouldn't be here. We have players that should make us in the top 4. Like, we should be in the top 4 race. For real. We should be.
Okay.
But we're not.
As I've always said, and I've been consistent in saying this, when you have quality players, you do not really need a quality manager to be in the top 8 or top 4. Or let me say, okay, top 4 you need a quality manager, but to be in the top 8 when you have quality players. But for Chelsea, it's like they have none of that.
So does that mean Newcastle does not have quality players?
They're in the top 8, right?
Nope. Newcastle is 9th.
Well,
that shocked you, didn't it?
9th and 8th is not far off, is it? They're a game
9th and 10th is also not far off.
No, but it's the point. Newcastle win a game.
No, your point is not valid. Your
point because right now we are not talking about the points they have.
But Newcastle, they have quality players. They've had injuries.
Oh, they have quality. There's no team that had more injuries. It's just that we choose not to. No.
Well, Newcastle also have a lot of injuries.
Okay. Who is Newcastle's best player? You could make a case either Bruno or Ishak. Bruno plays literally every single game, and Ishak plays. And even if Ishak doesn't play, they have a competent striker in Wilson. And Gordon has been pitching in goals. I think he has about 6 or 7 goals. Right. Chelsea, the most competent player and by far, Nkunku, has played how many games?
You cannot go
1.5.
the most competent.
Okay, wait.
He is.
Right
now, he is. Nkunku is our very best player, and the second player is not close.
Wait, I thought you were going to actually shout with James because Nkunku we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
He hasn't. Wait. We can't use him at Leipzig to say he's the best player at Chelsea right now. We can't. He hasn't played enough for us to judge.
Okay, I'm saying it. Nkunku is by far. He has played 1.5 games, right? And I've seen the difference already.
We've seen Caicedo, and we thought they were going to step it up, and they've not done it enough.
They've not done it enough.
So Nkunku, we can't shout.
You cannot shout.
Yes.
Okay, I will shout Nkunku. I will shout Nkunku.
If you had said James, I would have
understood.
Because
that makes sense.
No.
That means we'll use ifs and buts.
The level, no, it's not ifs and buts. Okay, Nkunku in 1.5 game, he already has 1 goal, right? And everything good coming from Chelsea comes from Nkunku's foot. And I'm telling you, no matter how you cut it and slice it, Nkunku, it's not like we have comparable players. We don't have players that you say, oh, this might be. There's no case where Sterling could be. In no situation where Sterling could be better than Nkunku. No situation where Cole Palmer could be better than Nkunku.
But he hasn't played enough for you to say he's the best.
It doesn't matter. It's like Harry Kane going into Bayern. He hasn't played in the Bundesliga. But you have expectations.
Has played enough games, at least 5 games, and he has proved his worth in those 5 games. That if he's not playing,
I'm saying.
But wait.
If Harry Kane goes to Bayern Munich today, you expect him to be the best striker without playing in Bundesliga. That's what Nkunku is to us.
Who do you miss?
Exactly.
The most.
You cannot miss somebody. You cannot miss somebody
who hasn't been there.
Exactly.
How do you miss somebody who hasn't been there?
Literally missing somebody is their absence. The absence of somebody is missing somebody.
He wasn't there in the first place. He wasn't there in the first place for you to miss his absence.
How can you miss
somebody? Don't use preseason.
No. I'm not talking about preseason. I'm saying
he wasn't there.
The most important player Chelsea has missed, because when you look at it,
who can go on and bring on stinkers. And what's going to happen?
He wasn't there for you to
Don't tell me what you haven't seen.
Exactly what you're doing.
No, what you haven't seen. No, but I'm saying what you have seen, what you know about the player, of his quality.
In Leipzig.
His quality, you've seen it.
In Leipzig.
You've seen his quality.
In Leipzig.
You've seen Timo Werner.
Tearing up in Leipzig.
He came at Chelsea. He had a good run. In fact, let's even bring Morata. Morata had a good run of games. 12 goals in his 13 appearances for Chelsea.
Yeah.
So, using that metric, after those 13 appearances, what happened to Morata? He became a bum.
Yes.
That the same can happen to
Understand the talent.
There's a difference in quality.
The quality.
We are talking about there are people who actually rate Nkunku as one of the elite forwards in world football.
That's true.
There are people
in France. They rate him as one of the elite. If you take out Mbappe in that forward line, there's no other player that is better than Nkunku in that forward line for France. We're talking about France. Now you're talking about Chelsea that is 10th, and you want to tell me
Colomani might be better than Nkunku in the forward line.
Relax. Hold on.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Don't do this. No, you want to go to start.
Don't do this.
You want to go to start.
Don't do that.
You want to go to start.
Don't. Oh my guy. Don't do that.
We can go to start.
Let's not go to start.
Colomani might be as good as Nkunku. Yes. He might be as good.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, I'm talking about like if, for example, if Chelsea buys a Coman, Kingsley Coman, coming into the team, he is the best player. He's the best winger. He is the best winger, bar none, because of the level of quality, the difference in level of quality. Nkunku is so good. Nkunku is world class to some people. So you're telling me, and there's no forward at Chelsea that is remotely world class. Nobody. They're not close to. They're not banging on the world class door. You can say Nkunku is. So that level of player, you miss that in your forward line. Okay. You can't tell me, oh no, that's not a miss.
Wait. You are basing it on what they've done, which understandably
what we know of the player. Quality.
Because they've done it for us to know, so understandably so. But then you know that coming to a new team, a new league, a new system might affect the player. It takes time to acclimatize. Yes, I understand what you're saying, that Nkunku can get in and start banging in goals, 4 goals, 3 goals. Understandable. But he hasn't done it yet for you to say, I miss his goals. He hasn't done it for you to say, I miss his goals.
I never said I miss his goals. I'm saying I just miss.
You miss what he
could have done for us in half a season.
He hasn't done it. Ifs and buts.
There is no way you can logically say with Nkunku we're 10th. There is no way you can logically say that.
We don't know.
With Enzo you're 10th.
With Caicedo you're 10th.
They are not Nkunku.
But no, they were supposed to shore up your midfield and your defense and create more chances.
Yes.
But with them, you are 10th.
Yes. But I'm telling you, where we're being led, actually with the Caicedo and the Enzo, where we have the 4th most best possession. It's not even side-to-side possession. It's actually vertical passing possession, right? With these players. Now, the bread and butter of any game, for you to win a game, you have to do what? Score.
Yeah.
If you are missing the most chances, you're telling me Nkunku in the places of Jackson would have missed just as much.
You have to. That's an if.
We don't know. Have to use ifs. But we also didn't know Jackson would be missing those chances.
We also don't know if Jackson would be
missing. At this time, we didn't know. In preseason, you loved him.
Exactly.
In preseason, Jackson was doing well.
Jackson, you are doing the moonwalk.
So we didn't know till this happened. Like when Liverpool signed Nunez, we didn't know he was going to miss those chances because when he faced Liverpool, he was scoring difficult goals.
Exactly.
We didn't know till it happened. I understand Nkunku.
Nunez, you guys are mixing apples with oranges and you're calling them all fruits. Because Nunez was not Darwin Nunez was not Nkunku. Like he was not that level of player.
That season before we bought him, he was very prolific. He was a prolific striker.
Exactly.
He was scoring goals.
Again,
I understand.
if you watch his games, you would know that this is a prospect player. But we're talking about a player that is almost a finished article. There's a difference. Timo coming into Chelsea was a prospect. He wasn't a finished article. No, just because you have no. It's like saying buying Boniface.
Yeah. That's
Boniface is doing good.
Timo Werner was running
He's
down
not a finished. If you watch his game, Boniface is not a finished article.
Boniface is not a finished article, but Timo Werner was finished because there's no way.
How can Timo Werner be finished? He was 23, 22.
3 seasons straight chasing down Lewandowski, and you tell him he's still a prospect. Nah,
Timo Werner was not a finished article.
He was not a prospect.
There's no way. And we're talking about a player who is 25, 26, almost a finished article, and you're saying we shouldn't.
Nkunku is a finished article.
He's almost a finished article. He's almost there. We're not talking about. He's not a prospect anymore. In football, he's not a prospect. No, he's not.
So should he not perform very well at Chelsea in these coming games?
Yes.
What would be your excuse?
What do you mean? What would be my excuse?
Would it be that? Is it the system? Yeah. Would it be like, oh, he needs time to get used to the system? What would be your reason for him not?
Every player could need time to get used to a certain system.
Exactly.
That doesn't exclude Nkunku. I'm saying this is 19 games, which means he would have played 5 games and he played 1 game and he looked like he was already. The system was built for him.
People have those type of
I'm saying
1 game and they look like they were, and then they have a run of games.
And I'm saying if you're talking about getting used to the system, he could have gotten used to the system in 5-6 games.
That's true.
And he would have gotten us enough goals or assists or key passes. Maybe. In Nkunku's game, when you look at, it's not maybe. Honestly, this is not football logic. If you say Nkunku is a stats machine. he will get you key assists and key passes, assists, and goals. It's just what comes with the player. His IQ is off the charts. So I don't expect him.
But the assists come from what? Another player
scoring the goals.
So
if you get a pass to Jackson.
You see, there's a difference now. When Nkunku is playing, everybody around him, it's like he's not on the same level as Salah, no. But it's like having a Salah on your team. You don't feel like you need to rush. When Nkunku is playing, just watch him when he plays. When he gets in the box, he literally just stops and waits and see what is going on. Him assessing the situation makes Mudryk think, oh, I don't need to rush. So Mudryk played better. Jackson, you can ask anybody who watched that game, will tell you Jackson was good. He played better. Why? Good. Because of only one player. There are these players that galvanize a whole team.
He has played.
But you see, players
waxing and
when no,
there's a difference. Enzo makes again.
He does it all the time.
Enzo
does not make any player better.
Enzo makes everybody better. Cole Palmer makes everybody better.
But just
Nkunku makes everybody better.
Everybody else making better is still 10th. If
now let's wait.
Enzo cannot stop silly goals.
Palmer and Enzo. Let's wait for them to all start together.
Exactly.
Then we can pay his.
Not that Chelsea.
And then back to this point.
Not that Chelsea.
The level at which Werner was when coming to Chelsea is higher than where Nkunku is right now. That's just a fact. It's a fact. Where Werner was coming to Chelsea is higher than where
when Werner came, he was top
he's
form.
He's higher than where.
He's
higher than where.
I like that.
Yeah,
he's higher than where Nkunku is. He's higher where Nkunku is.
That's true.
That's exactly what you just said. And that's exactly what it is.
He was for Germany.
Yeah, he was.
Hardly even plays for France.
No, he was injury, my guy.
He was on form. Yeah, that's what Timo Werner was, and he was one of those elite guys on form. Yes, right.
For 3 years.
But
for 3 years,
he wasn't a fin. There were too many icks in his game. Now, when you play in Germany, because of how the high line, it is suited to a Timo Werner speed merchant. So it translated for him right into goals. But I'm talking about a player who, when they play, they just make everybody like. Come on, let's stop this. We are not playing well, right now, and I blame Pochettino partly to it, and I blame a lot of people.
For facts, that's absolutely we can just base on what he has done in these 2 games.
If some buts.
So if in these 2 games he's impressed with what he has seen, and he thinks if he played more, he would have done more. Like fair enough,
It's a no-brainer.
It's
a no-brainer.
Yeah,
it's like saying taking Salah out, you won't feel the difference.
Of course, you feel the difference.
Come on, it's a no-brainer. Taking Saka out.
Salah has done it for over 5 years.
Exactly. But yeah, so we now look at Tottenham Hotspurs. How do you feel Tottenham Hotspurs have done this season?
On and off.
There are injuries and also.
Everybody has injuries.
No, but
it's an excuse for everybody unless it's Chelsea.
Everybody has injuries, my guy.
I can name you 15 players of Chelsea's that has had injuries.
So your 15 players, some of them we don't know.
Hey, some of them have never played for the team.
Some of them are keep password names.
Exactly.
We don't know them. We can't pronounce their names.
All right, facts.
Some of them have not even played.
Liverpool also has injuries. Everybody has injuries. Chelsea has injuries.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the one player I did not shout out, Kwanzaa.
I didn't want to go there.
He's looking a little bit. I don't know if you guys still need another center back, but if he's given a chance, I feel like
he will be given a chance this more game because he had a chance to go on loan and club. But
for me, from pre-season, actually, I actually thought
he's good. He's good. So everybody has injuries, so you can't really use Spurs. But the main thing is like what Chelsea. GQ was talking about
Maddison being out is a big
yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Maddison being that injury alone.
Even having Romero out, they've Romero is
okay.
Romero
before the injury, the best left centre back in the league.
Okay, Romero.
No. This guy Van
de Ven.
No, but him and Romero are really
no
good
him and for Spurs injuries it's Van de Ven and Maddison. Those are the two.
Okay, Romero has been playing well. Let's be honest. He's been playing well. And another thing I've been saying about Spurs is that from the start they were winning, and I was saying they play too open. They just play to space. And they were yesterday. Emerson Royale. There are times where they're going on a break, and
football.
as a centre back, he will be at the right back position. So now the right back has to fill in the centre back position or the DM. It is not making too much sense. Yeah, it's not making too much sense for me how they play.
Yeah.
But Van der Veen used to. It was a paper over the crack.
Yeah, because of his pace.
His speed.
Yeah,
he can
he's
recover
fast, yeah.
too well. So they could afford to play like that.
Yeah.
But now that they don't have him, I wonder. Ange has still not made the system convenient for these players. They are still running 100 meters per hour. Still, Udogi playing midfield, left back, left wing.
Yeah.
And Pedro Porro getting cooked yesterday. But they will still be in the top 6, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They play good enough
to be there.
be there.
Yeah, and then we have Newcastle, who've really had a bad run of games. I feel it's down to many games and inexperience.
All money ain't good money, eh?
Inexperience, and they have run.
How could you call that? How could you wait? Hold on. No. How could you call that inexperience? So this Newcastle side.
Inexperience playing many games.
Like I think many games where a lot is asked of you. No, I think they are so used to
being underdogs.
Yes.
Yeah, now
we actually expect you to win every
So
game.
you guys understand what I mean? Sometimes there's a difference in putting on a Newcastle jersey and maybe one of these top 4 jerseys.
Of course.
So when these players are playing out of their skin, they are not the same level as other players sometimes. It's just because you're not expected to win every single game, you are better off.
Of course, that pressure is on
and
you.
also most of them Trippier has really let them down. Who's in many
I
games,
enjoyed that one in
Stamford
Bridge.
In many games, that was not the first game. That was
he's a Chelsea fan,
game.
right?
Yeah,
he's a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, I know he's a Chelsea fan. So
that
was
the third game that he really played. But I think
he actually gives the goals. Most of the goals are coming from.
They've had a lot of injuries and they've had to play a lot of games. No, it counts. There's fatigue and all these things.
Wait.
Yeah.
So no other team is playing the same amount of games they're playing.
The Champions League and I don't think
Liverpool is playing Europa.
Oh, you said
No, it's not football.
Right?
In terms of fatigue,
we have more fatigue because we play on Thursday. And then we come and play on Saturday.
But you
and we are playing more.
Wait.
Who has more early kickoffs this season?
they are playing password,
Wi-Fi
password.
Somebody's going to face Mbappe. Come on.
So what?
There's a difference in intensity of the game.
No.
There's a difference.
Yeah, intensity matters.
And even
you guys can't even do rotation sometimes.
Even the group stage that they were in, they cannot.
Who was expecting Newcastle to actually leave that group? Like it was an expectation to leave that group.
I think it was in the realm
None
of
us here.
Actually,
I thought they would finish third.
I thought they would finish third.
Yeah, thought they would qualify into
Europa.
Yeah. Nobody did. But in Liverpool, who actually thought Liverpool was going to leave that group?
You are expected to qualify.
Expected. So that means Liverpool had no choice but to qualify.
Yeah, you just have to win 3 games.
My guy, we don't need to be second. Liverpool doesn't need to be second.
Oh, why?
Because second, you have to go play another game before you.
But you win that game.
And a Champions League team.
Yeah, and it's Champions League.
But
team.
either way,
so and that more games. Wait, what I'm trying to say is we play on Thursday and we have more early kickoffs. So don't bring fatigue.
There's a point. Okay, the Newcastle side is a bit thin if we look at it from top to bottom.
Who has the smallest squad? The smallest squad is Liverpool.
No, you guys have the best bench.
Not the best bench.
It's not about side. You see, this is the thing. When we put context, you tell me Chelsea has a lot of players, but they're not quality.
The games that you're playing, you don't have to play at 100%.
Hold on.
Newcastle play at 100%.
I didn't talk about quality. You said they are thin. Their squad is thin.
Yeah,
that's not quality. You're not talking about quality. You're talking about the size of the squad. Liverpool has the smallest squad in the EPL.
No, when I say thin squad, when we talk about thin squad,
we have the smallest squad.
No, you can choose injuries. No. Look. You can choose to go and get your academy boys.
Wait. And our injuries are not password injuries.
You can choose to. Why don't you go get your bench?
Wait, the question is: did you play any player that doesn't regularly play in the Europa group stage?
I don't understand the question.
Did you play players that don't play in the EPL? In that Europa group stage.
Yeah, we did.
I don't think you can afford to do that if you are Newcastle's group. You can't afford to do that. You have to play Mo Salah from game 1 to game 6 because every game is...
Especially Newcastle's group, let's be honest. That was a group of death.
Every game... That I understand.
Yes, exactly. For 6 games, I would say...
But let's forget...
Come on, man.
We get what you're saying, but they are underperforming.
They are underperforming, yes.
Because when did they go out of Europe?
Long ago, like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say it's long
Oh.
ago.
2 weeks, 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
A while ago, right?
Yeah.
And afterwards,
And they've gotten out of
Carabao.
Okay.
They're ninth.
Yeah.
Nothing really explains the performances. You want to emphasize on the fact of that they are fatigue.
Okay.
But it doesn't explain you were in a winning position at PSG, you bottled it.
Yep.
You were in a winning position at Chelsea, you bottled it.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a lot of times they have been in winning positions and they bottle it. So it's really on them, and maybe right now there are a lot of questions on Eddie Howe if he can take the team to the next level.
I gave this a shout in the beginning of this season, I think, where I said Eddie Howe is not the coach to take them to the next level. He has done well enough to take them to this level, but to break through the ceiling, to make them elite as they want to be, they will need someone else.
I still think he's a good enough manager to make them into the top 4. Winning it, I do not know.
You think they make the top 4 this year?
No.
The top 4, no. But I would want them to be 6 for Europa.
Okay.
Small wins.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
That's
attainable still.
Yeah, that's achievable.
Yeah.
We haven't mentioned something that's very, 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 very important. AFCON and Asian Cup.
Yeah.
AFCON, Onana is going, right? Okay, a lot of players are going, but who's going to be hit the most?
I think it's West. No.
I think Chelsea, we're going to be helped the most.
You are going to be helped. But Jackson is.
We're losing Jackson, so it's a subtraction. Yeah. It's an addition
I think
by
he's
subtraction.
the only one. He's the only one
for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He's the only African player we have.
I think we are going to miss Salah.
Yes.
And
very much.
Jota is coming in, and he did that for us last time when Salah and Mane left, and Jota stepped up that period. So we really hope he does again. This time
I think minus Salah, most of your players are kind of underperforming. Even though Nunes has 5 goals, and I think 5 goals and 5 assists, something like that, something mad. But
he could have scored more.
Yes, they are underperforming, and this Diaz has been the worst amongst them. Yeah. So I see this guy coming in. No, well, maybe Gakpo, but my baby Bernardo.
Elliot.
Maybe he steps up to the plate, but the jersey, that position is too much for 3 to 4 games where literally City is literally breathing down your neck.
And we are meeting you guys actually.
Yeah.
If that is Egypt goes all the way, which I hope they don't.
All right, you can't say that on the podcast. So whoever is in Egypt, he didn't say that. We're gonna edit it out.
I'm biased because I want Salah back in the team. I want Egypt to win for Salah's legacy, but then I'm caught in between two. I want Salah back in the team. So that's a good question. Which team will be hit the most?
Onana.
West Ham.
Onana. What do you mean? Manchester United, the goalkeeper with the most clean sheets. What you telling me? I think they have actually very competent backup. It just changes the way they play because he's not very good on the ball.
I think it might help them for the period of time to grind out results. Maybe not their style of play, but it will help them grind out the 3 points. Yeah. But I think one other team.
And City is not missing anybody consistently. Spurs, Son.
Oh, the Asian. When is it? The same
period, January. Ooh. Yeah. So Son is leaving when they already don't have Madison.
Liverpool.
Oh yeah, Endo.
Wolves. Okay.
Juan Hee-chan.
Who was
the Asian player,
the highest top assist guy for 2 months, even after he got injured.
Who was that?
Juan.
Yeah. He's a player that's
got
sneaky.
For 2 months.
I really like him how he plays. He's a B-Tech son, thick, low center of gravity, good dribbling, good left foot, good right foot. I like those type of players. I'm not saying anything to Todd Bowley. Please don't hear me. Yeah, before he splashes.
Yeah, but don't worry, Newcastle.
I think West Ham will manage.
Yeah, you see, as James Ward-Prowse and.
But
Bowen,
then,
oh my God, he had to bring it in. But no, Bowen can go to the right hand side and still kind of replicate the goals.
But who would be the main man? Antonio hasn't been the guy.
But
he's been injured or something.
He's been injured. They could maybe they'll find a solution. Obviously, Kudus is a miss. Yeah, for sure. His ball carry.
They can play James Ward-Prowse there, and he can create from there. He's very versatile. James Ward-Prowse is very versatile. James Robert can play for
I'm not
Liverpool.
doubting.
Exactly.
I'm talking about the goals, man.
I'm talking.
No.
I'm just talking about the
James
ability to
Robert's
play the
creation.
level at a Kudus level. We're
James
saying you're
Robert's
losing
creation
somebody.
Can actually.
Jim Ward-Prowse is not a creator. He gets creation from. He's not a creator. He creates chances. If this might not make.
And that's not what he's trying to say.
What I'm trying to say
He's not a goal scorer, but he scores goals.
Yes, somebody could not be an elite goal scorer, but they get goals. Jackson is not a goal scorer, but he gets goals. Ward-Prowse is not a creator, but he can create chances because of set pieces.
Yeah.
So
the corners.
Dead ball situation. So
counts as being a
he's talking about like the level
creator
of
in game.
The ball at your feet, you dribble, you give the pass, take it. That what he.
The Odegaards and the Brunos and the Madisons and the KDBs, they are creators.
In assists in the Premier League right now with 6 assists. So.
Yeah, probably like 5 of them are from like corners.
Yeah.
Creating does not matter.
And
if it's from a corner, more props to you.
Okay, fair play.
So yeah, we come to the end of our festive discussion of football. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And please comment what you want to be changed and what you liked. Yeah, thank you for watching and don't forget to share. This is the ATP show. Love and peace to the family and Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.